Talking about sea and ocean, have you seen the fucking Baltimore accident?
The boat.
The boat.
Yeah. I saw
I
it.
felt so sad about that bridge because I drove on that bridge. When we were in the States, I got a rent-a-car because we have to have the American experience with the car. And we drove from New York to DC, but we stopped in Philly and Baltimore and then DC. And that was a bridge you would drive over when approaching Baltimore. Impressive bridge when you're on it.
It's
you
huge.
have this steel structure. And this boat in the video, crazy shit, just turns off, shuts down, steers, bam.
I think there were initial thoughts, but I think this is gone. I mean, debunked. That it could be on purpose, an attack, something like that. But I think it's just an accident, a really nasty, horrible. People have died in it, actually, like some
because I think
workers, maintenance workers, right?
I think the people with in the cars are not found. Some of them are just never found them
In the sea.
because you can see also on the video that there are cars moving, and they called quickly the port and said, "Mayday, mayday! We have no whatsoever control." Because what happens is the whole ship turned off, shut down completely. And because it's a big ship, went to wherever the stream of the water was going, and it happened to be going in this pillar of the bridge, and it took 20 seconds for the whole bridge to just be collapsed. And in Italy, we have experience with collapsing bridges. For the people who don't know,
Okay.
a few years ago, don't you remember?
I remember. Yeah.
But that was because we didn't maintain the bridge. Classic Italian.
Sorry, but it's very Italian.
Classic Italian. We wait to a tragedy to happen, and then we
Get your
solve
shit
it.
together.
We solve it. Yeah, just for that one thing. And then the Pandora box was open because now it came up that a lot of bridges are stuck.
Okay.
And they're saying the same thing about America, that there is this crumbling infrastructure in the States, which also Trump was talking about, that there is a lot of these huge ass infrastructures that has to be fixed.
Because it depends on each state, I'm guessing. But the problem is, can you make a bridge ship proof? I don't know, because this thing, you cannot stop that. That's like 1 million tons, very slowly moving because it's not fast, but it's unstoppable.
But it's true that if you look at the pillar, it was made out of, so there is the concrete base, which is in the water, and then there is like the metal structure.
The metal truss, yeah. There's a whole pylon, and it goes all the way.
So I think if you make it out of concrete all the way up, you fuck up the ship, I think. But it's true that this thing is huge.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's so much mass. If it hits maybe I think it will collapse anyway, even if it's made of concrete. I don't know. It depends how deep the foundation it is. It's like 1 million tons of steel hitting it. Could they put them something? It could be that they put from now on more like boats. There's this thing called towboats that they can push ships around.
Yeah, why didn't they tow the ship actually?
And they can maybe put around more of those so that they like tow the ship. They hit it in a soft way. They don't hit it directly, and that makes it move a little bit. But damn it, I feel bad for the poor guys who were there.
Who knows how many billions of damage there are?
And who's paying?
Americans are paying, but I think the damages are not for the bridge itself.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, there are probably a few billions or whatever, hundreds, millions of dollars. But the problem is that you have a period of time that this connection is broken and people have to drive around.
Thousands, not millions of people, maybe. Because I think I don't know what company owns the ship, but there's like an insurance thing around the company that they have to pay a big chunk of it. Or in the meantime, you're right. No matter who pays, people have to move around that bridge.
Yeah, because how do you calculate the damages? It's like, as I said, the physical bridge, okay, it's hundreds of millions, but the side damage of, I don't know, you ordering something from Amazon and costing, I don't know, $1 more because the truck that brings it to you has to do 20 miles extra. And the same thing was in Italy when this bridge collapsed. But about the ship, I think it belongs to a Singapore company, from Singaporean company, and the crew I think was fully Indian people, which I don't know. That's funny. Imagine how they were like, "Oh my fucking god, we're hitting."
What the fuck are we going to do?
I have an Indian colleague, the best colleague I have.
Me too.
And
But you cannot deny your accent, Indians.
I
You're awesome,
love
but
her
the
accent.
is there.
I tell her every day
I
that
have it too.
I want to learn her accent because they have this very specific accent. But you're quite good at accents, and yeah. So the ship had another accident a year ago, I think in Belgium. Also, similar situation. I mean, didn't hit a bridge, but hit something in the port while leaving. So doesn't sound like a reliable ship.
So this is what happens when you get a Windows error in the middle of the ocean. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and do you remember 2 years ago, I think it was, when the bridge stuck in the Suez Canal?
Yeah. Evergreen? What's it called?
Evergreen something.
Yeah, and it blocked the Suez Canal for weeks.
And that was like probably, they said this was risking to become the collapse of global economy because the Suez Canal. And now these fucking Houthi are doing the same shit.
But by shooting.
By shooting the boats. And when this thing with the ship happened, I thought, oh my God, if it's an attack on the US with a ship, we know what happens every time you fuck up with American ships.
Wartime. You know this song, it's from a South Park movie. America, fuck yeah. Da-da-da-da. It's an awesome song.
I know it. So American fuck yeah, and then the fighter jets are coming out.
Yeah, luckily it wasn't that. It was an accident.
Yeah,
I can imagine Singaporeans, accident, nothing more. It was like that.